What up, guys? GangstaPranksta back with a brand new episode of Gangsta Plays, and today we are here with episode 323, and we've got a pretty special game for today's episode. But in case you missed the last episode, go check it out, episode 323, where we played Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. That was a blast from the past for me, so in case you missed it, go check it out. But let's talk about today's episode 323. This will be the first of 4 horror games for the month of October. So in case you're not familiar, Gangsta Plays is a series that I do, and every episode is a different game. But in the month of October, I like to do horror-themed games. I like to do 4 episodes. The way I like to think of it is like an episode a week. I know I'm very behind on that, and I apologize. This new job's kind of killing me. Plus, like, every weekend has just been busy with some shit. It's just, I'm losing my mind. We can talk about that later. But yeah, this will be the first of 4 horror games for episodes of Gangsta Plays that I want to do in October. And I think we're starting out with quite a bang. We are starting out with the first horror game, and it is called Choo-Choo Charles. This is a horror game that was recommended to me in the comments. I want to thank you guys for the recommendations. I actually became familiar with this game a couple months ago. I think it was early this year. Steam just kind of recommended it to me, and I was like, whoa, that looks awesome. A fucking horror game about a demonic train, and I'm also on a train, and I've got to escape it and upgrade my train to destroy the evil clown train. I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds awesome. Yeah, someone put in the recommendation in the comments section and reminded me of them. Like, oh shit, I forgot. That would be perfect for October because it's a horror game. So we are starting out with Choo-Choo Charles. I'm really looking forward to this. And I will say I'm still taking recommendations, so if you have any horror games you'd like to see, I have this episode planned. Obviously, you're watching it. I have the last episode planned. I have my big horror game finale that I have planned. I got it already. So now I'm looking for at least one other horror game to fill in, because that would be for the next episode, and then for episode 325, I'm going to do a random game, but it's all going to be horror-themed games, so I would still add recommendations in there. But yeah, anyways, long story short, if you have any more horror recommendations, still leave them in the comment section. I'm still looking for more games. So, but I want to thank everyone that did recommend some games. I checked out almost all of them, I believe, and there's definitely some doozies where I'm like, ooh, that's a good one there. I didn't think of that one, or I didn't know about that one. But without further ado, I want to start this game because I want to see how we even get in this situation. Like, how does a demonic... Oh, we got a cutscene. I thought we were just gonna get thrown into the world.
Something has happened at the mines I've been supervising. No, trust me, you'll want to make time for this. You're looking for something big to keep your museum in business? Well, there's something big on that island. Real big. So many friends, and even my own son are still out there. If anyone can bring this thing down, it's you. It'll be the biggest attraction your city's ever seen.
Not a great looking cutscene.
Yes, meet me on the docks at sunset.
There he is, the urban legend. But he's not really an urban legend. They have confirmed like he does exist on this island. But yeah, there he is, Choo-Choo Charles right there. I would love to see a Valentine's Day card where it's like, I choo-choo choose to kill you. You know, put a spin on it.
Yes, sir. They call him Charles.
Not Choo-Choo Charles?
Half Giga Spider from hell.
Giga Spider.
Been planning his demise for some time now, and have nearly
Can I move in here?
In
Ooh, I can.
Just a few
oh, there he is.
Places to see. Simple errands, you know. Yes.
Oh, we have made it.
Welcome to Aranerum.
I wish his mouth moved.
Dig their own graves. Stay close.
Take my first steps. I am not playing with controller. I thought about it, but it just had partial controller support, so I'm like, that just sounds like it's not gonna work. There's a dead body right there. Can I... What the hell? Oh my god, E is not interact. E is fucking... Oh my god, it's the shoulder buttons. I cannot go in the water. Interactable items will glow. I have nothing more to lose here. I've made up my mind to swim to the mainland, or at least try to. I likely won't make it, but still I see my chances being higher out there than on this forsaken rock. And I'm guessing he either did not make it very far, or the current brought him back. Probably one or the other. But yeah, I was going to play with controller, but then it said partial support, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stick it out with mouse and keyboard.
There's a train shed at the...
God, his mouth moving is annoying me so much.
One of the train operators was killed early on by the beast, so his old engine should be in there. If we can get to it, it could be an indispensable tool on our journey. Stay close. We don't want to be exposed for too long.
Gotcha. Keep up with Eugene, my sprinting. Oh, he is booking it. Okay. Charles is definitely gonna kill Eugene here. Eugene does not seem long for this world. Creepy little island. What do you got here? Am I opening it? Oh, it's locked.
Ah, shucks, it's locked. Not to worry, we can still find a way in. There's a small shack up the path that might have a key inside. Take this map, I just marked the location on it. See if the key is up there, and I'll look around some more down here.
I mean, we could do the vice versa. You could go and I could stay here. Let me open up the map button. Oh, that was something. Wait, what did it say? Baby's first mission. Look inside the nearby shack for the key to the train station. Blue arrow marks your location. White lines mark the train tracks. Oh, this is a very big map. Is that Charles right there? What's red? Red arrows. That's not a red arrow. Unmet NPC. It's a weapon mission. Unmet NPC required mission. Unmet NPC optional mission. Okay. Island is way bigger than what I was expecting. And there's already people that we can interact with. Okay. Interesting. I guess we will slowly make our way up the shack. I think this is a shack right here. I don't know why they gave us the map like I'm going on some big adventure. But let's see if it is the shack here. Anybody home? Nope, but there is a gigantic golden key. That's I or Y. There it is, the train station key. Yeah, a small gold key. My god, that was half the table. Let's go back. Hopefully Eugene is not dead. No, I see him over there. I've got the key.
Good on you. Looks like you found it. Open up that door and lead the way.
There's our choo-choo train. His name is not Charles. We will have to name him because you got to name stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. She's an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to inspect the train's exterior.
Please.
Why don't you take a peek inside? See what we got to work with.
Do you mean inside the train or just inside this building? Because I will do both. I will look for scrap or whatever. I don't even know what I'd be looking for. What do I need on a train? A horn? Definitely like a whistle horn. Probably some missiles. Missiles would be sick to try and kill Charles. The demonic train. I hope they give us backstory. I'd love to know how a demonic clown train just came to be. Let's see if there's anything upstairs. We got another door. Very red couch. Charles, are you out there? Actually, I don't know if he just sticks to the tracks or if he can just crawl all over. Because I know he's like half spider. And he's got spider legs. So I would assume he can just kind of... He can go over mountains. Probably can't swim. But there's nothing to do, so I'm going to hop in our train. What the fuck was that? Holy shit, the hitbox on that. You'd think it was stairs. No, this is a ladder, but it acts like a staircase. Okay, let me just see. Your epic train. Use it to quickly navigate the island. A weapon and shield against your foes. Your respawn point if things go wrong. Interact with items around the cab to learn about using them. Gotcha. We've got lots of buttons. I saw... Oh, we got paint here. We can paint our thing. Got a Gatling gun in the back. That is awesome. Look to aim. Do we have... There's no reticle. Use your action input to fire. Guns will briefly jam. Guns will get briefly jammed from overuse. All guns have infinite ammo. New guns can be earned in missions. Gotcha. I don't want my thing to overheat. Let's check out the... Holy shit, you creeped me out. Upgrades! We got 0 scrap, but we can get the train health, speed level, damage to my weapons, and armor.
Well, the exterior is a little rough, but everything looks to be intact.
Sweet.
That gun you were looking at wasn't on here when I was evacuated from the island, but it sure looks fun to use.
I did test it out. It's working. It's not bad.
We can light up Charles with it and take him down before he even sees us coming.
God, he looks so lifeless. Like at least blink.
Thing for a spin?
Yeah, let's take it for a spin. Center lever moves the train forward. Left moves the train backward. Disabled during tutorial. Right lever stops the train. Leaving the train while it's moving automatically stops it. Got it. So, let's go. Are we just gonna plow? Okay.
Yeah, baby! We're coming for you, Charles! Do you hear that?
Oh my, already?
It's him! Get to the guns! Light him up! Light him up!
I was not expecting him to make an appearance right away, but here he is. Oh, I got overheated. No, Eugene! Is he gonna eat Eugene? It looks... Oh, but he's coming back. He ran away. That sucks. Eugene! I think he had to die. Can I get off this fucking thing? How do I get off? Do I have to use the stairs? Damn.
This isn't how things were supposed to end. I thought we could still fight like the old days. Yes, sir. Easy in, easy out. You need to do more than I thought, but I don't have time to explain. Find the eggs.
The eggs?
Find my son.
What's his name? He's dead. Should we run him over to make sure that he's dead? It would have been funny if he's still coughing like, oh, I'm just not dead yet. Just give it a little bit more. I feel it coming. Just a prolonged thing. I guess we'll just keep moving forward. Actually, let's see if we can go backwards. Let's run him over. And now let's go forward just to make sure he's dead. Sorry, Eugene. Thank you for leading me here, but I will have to take this journey by myself now. Let me take a look at the map. Let's see. I like that the train still moves while we're in our map. And we could either go left or right. Probably right, because I'll have more stuff here if I go left. Like, there's more people to interact with here, and then here there's just the one. Oh, hold on. There was like something over there. Hold on. It wasn't on the map, but I want to see what it was. I hear like an animal or something. Could be Charles trying to lure me. What the heck is this? Stop the train. What do we got here? Any scrap or anything? Anything I can use? I think that is scrap. And I think that might be it. I don't really see anything else. Oh. This as well. Okay, now I know what to like look for. Let's go back in. What is this creepy thing here? Is this supposed to be like a hula dancer? But the train version? Let me just check my map again. Just want to make sure I'm on track. Rail switching. Signs indicate upcoming track splits. The light at the split. Blah, blah, blah. Stop your train to interact with the lever. No, I want to go right. I want to go right. Fuck, I keep pressing E to, like, interact, but it's the, it's just the shoulder button. Fuck, I keep doing the same thing. Hold on, let me go... Because I think I gotta switch it manually? Is this how real train people have to do it? They have to get out, flip the switch? I doubt it. It seems so... stupid and dangerous. I mean, for this, it's not a big train. Like, I don't have any cargo or anything, but for anybody else, it's super dangerous. But we should be coming up on somebody soon. Around the bend. Actually, it might be that light over there. I hope there's a little bit of a sign that Charles is coming before he actually does. I mean, he'll probably whistle his horn. Beautiful. Hello? I come in peace. Nice gun.
Eugene told us we'd have a newcomer soon. I suppose that would be you.
Yep.
There's some scrap metal in the balcony room of my house that you could use to repair and upgrade your train. Here's the key. And although the balcony is right behind me, I'll just mark it on your map anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
As a side note, talk to anyone around here, and they'll do whatever they can to help. Anyone not wearing a mask, that is.
Not wearing a mask.
Check out the balcony, and take whatever you can use.
Sure.
Good luck with everything.
So people with masks, are they Charles's followers or something? Are they bandits? Just looking around first off. Want to make sure I pick up everything. Got a staircase back here. Thought I saw a light over there. Oh, look at all this scrap. 9 pieces of scrap. Got it all. There's the map of the island. We've been waiting as patiently as we can, but the past few days have been chaotic, to say the least. Charles has been more aggressive lately, to the point where I'm starting to fear how many of us will be left by the time help arrives. Godspeed, Eugene. We're counting on you. Wow, he sounds like a real menace, this Charles here. I guess I can do some upgrades to my Trizane. Oh, okay. I was wondering about fall damage. That door is locked. Let's talk to this lady again, see if she has anything else. Nope. Let's upgrade our train. Mining Charles Company. Ooh, so maybe they mined underground and they unleashed this hellacious beast. 11 scraps. I guess I'll repair my health? Or no? It's only 1 scrap. Armor, damage, speed. I don't know if speed... Well, speed might be good later on. I don't know if it's good at the beginning. I'm going to... Well, I can literally do everything. Level 2 is all 3 scraps. So might as well go across the board. I'm not going to repair yet. I'm going to sit on that one. Does our train look any different? I would say no. Okay, well, let's look at the map. That icon has disappeared. I can get off the train and go meet this person in the woods. I guess I should probably do that. I don't like leaving my train. Plus, I have no weapons for backup. Okay, just follow this path. Apparently, it will lead me. But people with masks, they're bad. Oh, Charles! Maybe he might be sleeping. He's got a full belly. He ate the guy. So he might not want to come out for a bit. That was a scary lightning bolt. Is that a wizard or a witch? What the fuck?
Well, hello, darling.
Hello.
I'm making a fresh stew with ingredients from my very own swamp. But I don't have any meat at the moment.
What, you want some lizard eyes or something?
I smell a carcass on the island in the swamp, and if you wait over there and bring it back for me, I'll pay you some scraps.
It's actually a pretty good deal.
You'll need to be wary of Barry, the swamp monster.
You got a swamp monster and demonic train on one island?
Keep an eye out for him splashing around, and don't move if he gets close to you. As long as you stand still, he's as kind as a kitten.
Yeah, what kind of kitten? A house kitten or a lion? Okay, I gotta go find Bear. No, Barry's the swamp monster. I don't want to find him. Let's see her little hut. She kind of reminds me of like a Minecraft witch. You know, you just kind of stumble upon them in the swamp, and they got the little hut. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Let's read her note. Tasty, yummy stew recipe. Swamp water, salt, clover, dirt, salt, meat, any kind, human included, hee, and then more salt. Well, you got salt 3 times. I didn't even see that. Jesus Christ. It's not good for my cholesterol, lady. I'm assuming the body's over there where the light is? Gather meat. Hold on, what did that say? Gather meat from the center of the swamp while avoiding potential threats. So I literally have to walk through this water? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, okay. That was fast. Barry. I wonder when I can start walking. I'm gonna make it like 2 steps at a time at this rate. Hopefully there's a boat and I can come back faster. I'm just gonna make a run for it. Got it. Fuck you, Barry. This is a gigantic fish. Critical item acquired. Return to Elizabeth Murkwater to complete your mission. I thought she said she wanted a human body. Or did I misinterpret that? I know it was on the list. She said it could be human. Just want to see if there's any more scrap on this island. I'm going to try making a run for it. Wow. I didn't get very far. Alright, I got your recipe.
What a delicacy you found. Here are those scraps I offered. Have a safe night, little one.
Thank you. Definitely a witch. Definitely. You know, the pointy hat kind of gave it away. But then she was making the stew. And just, you know, the ingredients. Just screamed witch. How the hell do I get back to the tracks? Somewhere this way. I feel we've made somewhat progress, so Charles will probably pop out. Actually, this game seems short enough to where we might be able to beat it all. Because hypothetically, I'm thinking if we get all these people, talk to all of them, that honestly doesn't seem too out of the realm of possibilities. And then just finding loose scrap on the floor. And then just random things like this. What the hell is this? So loot. There's a loot box. Sick. Okay, if we find stuff like that, then we can upgrade our train even faster. We can fight Charles, defeat him, save the day. Bob's your uncle. I'm sure we have enough for some upgrades. We have 40. What the fuck? Where'd all that come from? Okay, well, since we have so much, I'm going to put the one in health to repair it a little bit. I'm going to put one in armor, one in speed, maybe another one in speed, so we can, like, really zoom through the island. Put another one in armor, put one in damage, and then I can only upgrade my damage. But then everything would be even. I'm gonna sit on it, though. We're gonna wait. Alright, let's see how fast we can go now. Much faster than what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit, but you can actually, like, feel it picking up speed and stuff. We're gonna be stopping here for some of the locals. We've got a scrapyard here. Hold on, music. First off, let me open the loot. Oh my god. Dude! I didn't stand a chance! Derail, that's pretty funny. I wonder if I get out, is he gonna spawn again? I don't know, but I gotta stay on my toes now. Oh, another chest. That is probably for the mission. Speaking of mission, where is this person? Hello? Oh, I gotta go inside. Hello?
Look, kid. I know you're supposed to be some fancy-pants monster hunter, but you can't earn my respect without making yourself useful. One of Warren's goons dumped a locked chest in the yard last night. After beating on it for a few hours, I didn't break anything but a sweat. I got some lockpicks, but I don't know how to use them.
There's a lockpick system? What the hell? Now, what's wrong with his arms? Like, look at his shoulders. There's like those holes.
Here, take them. If you can get that chest open, you'll earn my respect. And I might just give you some scraps to help improve your train.
Because that's not a shirt. Those are his bare arms. And I like how opening a chest with a lockpick is going to, like, earn his respect. It's like, goddamn it, kid, you gotta be really one of them smart types if you're able to use this lockpick. Must have went to school or something. Fuck! Oh, you gotta start all the way at the back. Ba-doom. That is a scary picture. Return to Daryl. Show him that the natives before us many, many moons ago used to fight Charles with spears and stuff.
Well, Fancy Fingers here got the chest unlocked. That's an odd-looking piece of junk you found inside there. Bit of a letdown, to be frank.
Yeah, but that was it. What was in there?
Respect. So here's some scraps, like I promised.
Thank you, sir. There's some other associates here that they're further up. They need my assistance. Let's get back on the safety of my train. I have a feeling I'm gonna like have to stop at one of these and he's gonna chase me and I'm gonna have to just go past it. Stop right. Actually go a little bit further. Right here. Yeah. Okay, Charles, don't jump out at me. That would not be cool. Oh, hold on. I see some more scrap. It doesn't seem like it's going to be very hard to max upgrade at this point. Because we've already gotten like way more than I thought we would at this point.
The monster hunter has arrived, I see.
Oh, you've heard about me.
This is no ordinary hunt, mind you. We've already tried fighting Charles, but he retreats into the wilderness if he is sufficiently harmed.
So he has like a cave or like a treehouse?
We believe there may be a way to get Charles to commit to a mortal battle, however.
Mortal battle? What do you mean by that? Just combat?
Dispersed around the island are 3 eggs, locked in the island's 3 primary mines.
Yes, Eugene mentioned that. Sorry, just taking a drink.
Our theory is that putting these eggs in the temple at the center of the island
There's a temple?
Provoke Charles into a fight to the death.
Okay, why didn't anyone mention this before?
Unfortunately, the mining company owner, Warren Charles III, has placed armed guards inside each mine to protect the eggs. There's an egg in the mine just down the rail. Here's the key to the mine. I've marked the entrance on your map.
Can't go in her house. So is that it for your mission? That's where I gotta go. We're gonna go over the bridge and then immediately stop because there's someone over here. Well, this area looks pretty cool. It's like a community. It's walled off and everything. It's got barbed wire. Sick. Please don't shoot. Oh, your house is on fire, sir. Hello?
I made a little flamethrower as an addition to my spider train home defense plan, but as you can see, that has slightly backfired.
Yeah.
Nearly cooked myself alive in that shed as I was testing it. Shoot dang. I would love to save the shed, though.
I'm surprised it hasn't burned down yet.
If a flamethrower somehow still works after the fire dies down, well, you can take it. I'd assume you're the monster hunter that folks have been expecting, so a weapon like this could come in handy.
Can we put the flamethrower around the train? Like, what I'm thinking is we'd probably have to replace the turret on the back, but if we can put the flamethrower on the front, where if he chases us, that would be cool. Let's let the water loose. Let me just see if there's anything else up here. I want to see if I can, like, see Charles from, like, far away. Like, he's just hiding behind a tree. That'd be funny.
Using the water tank to put out the fire. Pure genius. Woohoo! Here, take old bug spray. Cause of this chaos.
Bug spray? I thought you were giving me a flamethrower.
I don't want to see it anywhere near here again. Shoot dang.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. This seems more of a meth lab than anything. We got a new color for our train, orange. Let's go make it orange. This is the bug spray. So we're going to get at least 3 more weapons. So it does replace it on the back. That is a far flame. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to put the gun back on just because... Well, actually, we're going to get 2 more weapons because the gun goes on the first slot. Oh, hold on. We got a loot box here. Now, last time was kind of a trick because as soon as I opened it, or I think even I just got close to it, it came out of nowhere. Got everything. That's the moon there. I thought I saw him on the cliff. Just keeping an eye out for everything. That stopped by itself. I don't know if I don't like that. I don't know if I went too far off the train and it automatically stopped. I don't think so, because I was still, like, in the train like I normally am. Okay. I don't know what to expect in here. A weapon would be sick. I'd love to pick up, like, one of these hammers I've seen on the floor. We got a note. Urgent letter to Mr. Warren. While mining the farthest tunnel, we broke through a wall into a large cavern. There's something strange here, and we don't know what it is. We're requesting that Mr. Warren visit the southern mine site at his earliest convenience to give us further instruction. Eugene, the team supervisor. So we're about to go into a stealth. Lean to spy on enemies, avoid being spotted. Aw, man, there's no fucking combat? That kind of sucks. But anyways, we're gonna come upon a gigantic cave where Charles was spotted in. Let me go left first. Oh. I'm surprised I fucked that up. Beautiful. What the hell is that? Oh, green paint. Hell yeah. I might actually make it green. Because green's just, you know, a sick color. Let's see, are there anybody? Well, this is a dead end, so I gotta go this way. Haven't spotted anybody yet, though. Okay, I think this is where he was talking about. It's a goddamn portal to hell. We're going in. I hear whistling.
Who's that?
Holy shit, you scared the fuck out of me, goddamn.
You wish you never came here.
Oh, he's got... What am I supposed to do? Holy shit, he's still chasing me.
Stop right there.
This is awkward. Okay, he obviously sees me. Whoa, what the fuck? He like teleported right in front of me? Let me see if I can just run through. How the hell am I supposed to lose him, though? Okay, apparently I lost him. But I'm probably gonna have to deal with him when I get back there. Now I'm supposed to use these corner mechanics. Oh my god, it's the egg! Is this a trap? Am I about to get swarmed on? Can I just run? I feel like the mine's gonna start collapsing. You know, Indiana Jones style. But this guy here, he was on... He's in one of these cubbies here. Hopefully I can just run past him. Should be here on my right.
Hey, get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Can I close the door? No. But I completed the South Mine Splunking. Cool. Green paint? See how it looks. Oh, that's a nice green right there. That is a nice green. We're keeping it. And let me just see if I can upgrade anything. 49 scrap. I think I'm gonna go like pretty hard on speed. I don't know why. I just feel like it will help me. Train health? How did I lose so much train health? What the fuck? I don't remember engaging in anything. Or unless train health is my health too? Possibly, I don't know. Hold on. Oh no. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. What the fuck is this? He's in me. Get on the fucking gun. Should I go forward or he's destroying the shit out of my... Hold on, get off this thing. Okay, we're gonna go forward. And then hopefully he can just be behind us. Kinda wanna try the flamethrower. Jesus Christ, he's so fast. Hold on. I'm about to die, I'm about to die. Health! Die, motherfucker! Holy shit! Oh, this is overheated. Uh-oh. Dude, he's not backing off. I'm about to die. I thought my thing could go so... Oh, he's... No, he's not backing off. Dude, holy shit! Is this a fight to the death? I thought I had to get the eggs for that first. Oh my god. I'm gonna start putting some more points into damage, clearly, because I was not doing anything. I gotta go a little bit further. Oh, can I? Sick. Hold on, I don't think I wanted to go this way. Fine. We'll go to this person here on the left. I didn't know I could pull the horn. I was just kind of fucking around, just walking in here. I see the thing light up. Oh, is this a train station? What do we got here? Let's try to find the conductor of this station. Oh, he's got a fucking red velvet floor. Sick. Hello, sir. I love your area. Before the cave-in, I pushed a spare rail car into the canyon, using my beautiful old mining train. I figured a rail car would be a fine place to hide my more important belongings, especially on a rural and unfinished track. I went to get something out of my rail car in the canyon about a week ago, but some of Warren's men have built a campsite or base of some sort there. I don't know how to get my box safely, and I don't know how long I'll last without it. I'm assuming that is your note, sir? You got some sort of box? Let's talk to him. Dapper young gentleman here.
To Aranirum, archivist museum person. My apologies. I'm not the best with introductions, but I don't believe either of us are here for socializing.
I want to meet the locals, so that's not true.
I just so happen to have a little business opportunity, if you're interested.
Absolutely.
A very special little box of mine is in a rail car in the nearby canyon, but the goons have set up a camp to protect that area, so be careful.
Thank you.
Find the blue box and bring it back to me.
Why is it of such
I'll
importance?
give you some scraps as payment.
I don't know if scrap will, make that worth the hassle of me having to deal with those guys. Unless you're giving me, a shit ton. Whatever the case, are we going down there? Nope, we're going behind me. But there is something ahead of me. There's a person over there. There's an area over here. Oh, this is the temple! That is the temple that they were talking about in the center. Interesting. Maybe we'll go take a peek at that after. I definitely want to check it out. It's probably guarded to the gills, just non-stop fucking patrols. Is it just one guy?
No visitors allowed!
God damn it. What a shot. God, they're so fast. Did you just get juked out, buddy? I think he did. I got my blue box. What the fuck? Where did that guy come from? I swear I looked left and I saw nobody.
That's the exact box I needed. Now take these scraps and skedaddle.
Skedaddle? Jesus Christ, how old are you? What century are you from? Skedaddle. Okay, let's check out the temple. Temple is... I'm gonna take my train. Just so I have a little more security. Are these new? These people? These are new NPCs I haven't met. Oh, look at the lights on the temple. Bring me a little bit more forward, please. I hear the guy whistling already. actually killed him. Sweet. I was not expecting that to happen at all. Okay, what is the best plan of action to go in here? Probably just run. Run straight at the, Look at those masks. Probably just run up the hill, right? Just, gun it. I don't know if there's any surrounding property that'd be worth checking out.
We're in the wrong place, my friend.
Dude, they get alerted so fast. Ow. Ow. Yo, he shot me out the fucking temple, bro. Holy shit. Alright, we seem to have gotten to a point where we can now just kind of chill back and talk. So how's it going, guys? I'm doing alright. I know you haven't heard from me quite a bit. Maybe some of you were worried. Like, oh man, maybe something happened. Maybe a serial killer broke into his house, cut him to pieces, and is now wearing his face as a mask. I'm happy to say that hasn't happened. Yet. Let's not rule anything out. It is Halloween, and that's usually when the crazies come out. But for me, it's really just been this job. I really want to stop blaming the job, but it really has kind of engulfed me. Not even that, but like that kind of fills up my weekdays. And then the past few weekends, in Canada, we had Thanksgiving, so that was a thing. And then my uncle had a 50th birthday. That was pretty cool. We went to this nice steak restaurant. Had a really nice steak. Oh man, it's probably one of the best steaks I've ever had. Which is kind of what I would expect at a steak restaurant. And then I finally started my official first shifts at my job, and those were interesting because this was my first time ever doing a night shift in my life, and I thought it was going to be easy, right? Because I'm a bit of a night owl. I like to stay up at crazy times, you know. I really like nighttime, like that nice calmness of I would say between 1 and 4, just, you know, the house is super quiet, outside super quiet, it's so calm and peaceful that it's just so relaxing. And even just staying up the rest of the night, but those hours specifically are awesome. But yeah, before I even got this job, I was doing the degenerate lifestyle, you know, fucking staying up all night, going to sleep at 6, 7 in the morning, waking up at 2 in the afternoon. So I was kind of interested to see how my body would work with the nighttime schedule. I was like, oh, I'm kind of looking forward to this. And I don't know if I got to build my body up into a routine, but it was a little bit harder than what I was expecting. I thought I was going to be able to do it no problem, but to be honest, I was adjusting from a 7 to 3 schedule for my training. So my body was so accustomed to that doing the 10 to 6, it's oh, you know, at midnight you should be, you know, going to sleep now. So that was a bit of an issue the first couple nights. Luckily, I had a nice Monster Energy to keep me awake. 3 out of the 4 nights, I drank one because I wasn't gonna make it. But I survived the 4 nights, you know, and now I've got 7 days off, and that's pretty fucking awesome. So I joined in the middle of a shift change. So my whole team, they did 7 nights in a row, which sounds really shitty, but I'll be doing that eventually. But with the way my schedule, my finish of training lined up with their schedule, I joined about halfway in. So they had done 3 nights at that point, and then I was doing my first. And it was pretty chill, you know, just been, been doing mainly what I've been doing with the training. The last week of training was really not training. It was more, this is what you're going to be doing, but you kind of have those barriers up. If you've ever gone bowling, you know, those little side panels so you can't get a gutter ball. That's kind of what it was like, because you have the teacher there to kind of correct your mistakes or whatever if you have any questions. And even though I'm on the live side now, I still have a trainer, not trainer, but a girl that looks after me. Really sweet girl, really, really nice. Actually, my whole team's pretty awesome. They've been super nice and helpful in getting me accustomed and stuff like that. So that's been a nice transition. But basically, before I send off anything that I have, I send it to her and she reviews it and anything and be like, oh, you missed this, or oh, this one was actually really well done. You just one little thing here, or hey, you completely forgot about this, because every scenario is different. I know I haven't talked in great detail about what this job is, and to be honest, I don't think I can. Not to say I'm like some secret spy or anything, but there is like a level of anonymity with this, so maybe eventually one day I'll be able to talk about it, but for now, just, you know, keep it close to the chest. I'll just say, really good job. That's it. But yeah, each night is different. Every little thing that you do is different. And it's been good. You know, I feel like I've gotten into a rhythm. My last shift, though, was a bit of a bitch. It started out smoothly, and then I got a call to deal with one of the things, and I kind of dealt with it, but then, like, other stuff happened, and I gotta, yeah. It was a bit of a long ordeal. That took me a couple hours. Like, literally to the end of my shift, I was still working on that thing. But I got it done, and I was able to go home. I survived the 4 days that, you know, I had to work. And it kind of sucked, because, like, okay, I'm going to work the night shift, and then I'm like, oh, I wonder how my body's going to react. Like, am I going to stay up for a little bit? Am I going to crash immediately? Like, how am I going to adjust my sleep schedule to, you know, be alert and ready for 10 p.m.? So what I would do, at least the first nights, I came home, crashed right away. I was fucking exhausted. You know, pretty stressful day. And then I think I had a nap before I left. That part I don't remember, but the days after that, after the first one, it was like, okay, go home, sleep for a little bit, and then wake up around like 12, 1, you know, go about your day, eat something, and then around like 6 or so, go for a nap, wake up at like 8, 8:30, get ready, boom, whatever, go to work. And I think that's probably going to be what I do going forward. I found that worked for me. It might not work for everybody else, but yeah, working night shifts, it was interesting. I actually kind of liked it. I'm actually going to like it way more than the other shifts that are available. There's 3 different shifts. One's 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., one's 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., and then the one that I did, the 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. It's definitely the most calm. You know, the office is pretty empty. There's only like a handful of people. There's no big bosses and stuff like that. During my last week of training, I basically worked the day shift, and there's just so much hustle and bustle. The office is so loud. You got people screaming over cubicles and shit, and it's like, just shut the fuck up. Like, we don't need to talk so loud just because it's during the day. So I really like the environment of the night shifts. I actually look forward to working them again. The next set of shifts that when I'm back on is afternoon. So 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. I think that should still be pretty chill. Not as chill as like the night shift. Even the first night shift that I worked, they're like, yo, you are way overdressed. Because, you know, I dressed for work, you know, I had the dress shoes, dress pants, you know, I look professional, and everyone's in like sweatpants and shit. And I'm like, bro, you, like, tomorrow come in something a little different. And I definitely did, because I'm not a fan of wearing dress shoes. Just, they don't work with my feet. So the next night, I dressed a little more, the next 3 nights, I dressed a little more comfortable, so that was interesting. But yeah, I can't do that on the other 2 shifts I mentioned, so yeah, night shift was pretty chill. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I look forward to the next set. I don't look forward to working 7 nights in a row. That seems fucking crazy, but then at the end of those 7 nights, you're off for 7 days, and that's what I'm on right now, which is pretty cool. But like, going back to it is gonna be such a bitch, because like, I was comfortable with everything. I was really starting to find my rhythm. And then it's like, okay, we're going to put you on a pause for a week. And when you come back, it's basically going to be like a hard reset. So I feel like as soon as I touch the computer, I'll kind of find my rhythm. But I've had thoughts of just like, I'm going to be so worthless that first day back. It's not even going to be funny. Like, I'm just going to be bothering this chick. Like, hey, what do I do? I forgot what to do here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm really not looking forward to it. I do have a funny story about work before we move on, because I know people probably don't want to hear about all this work stuff, but that's really been like the main focus of my life the past few months, is like getting this job, and now that I got it, you know, keeping it and doing a good job. So that's what's really been going on with me. So that's why I've been talking about it. But I know that, you know, not everyone's interested in, which I completely understand. But I'm just going to say one story, and then we can kind of move on to whatever other stuff. So one of the nights, it was the third night or morning, I finished my shift. I'm pretty tired. I'm walking through the lobby to go out, and I see this really tall, jacked black guy talking to someone at the counter. Yeah, and he was talking quite loud, so I'm like, oh, fuck. I hope they don't see me. I'm just going to kind of go out the lobby door and then go to the parking lot. And I got tunnel vision. I'm looking straight at the door. I'm ready to, walk out of it. And to the side of me, I hear this guy talking to the person at the desk and is like, that guy looks like he is a muffin man. Let me go ask him real quick. I'm like, fuck me. He's talking about me. And he's like, hey, buddy. And I'm like, fuck. I turn around. And just to kind of describe this person before I go on with this story. So, super tall, jacked black guy. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, right? God knows how long he was there beforehand. Apparently, he's just carrying a muffin. I don't know if he had like a box of muffins or just a singular muffin. I have no idea. He was also wearing all camo. And that was really the thing that was like, what the fuck is this jacked black guy doing in camo? Like, when I think of camo, I think of like a racist white guy. And to see a jacked black guy in camo, and I'll describe the camo in a second, it completely threw me off. But remember, this is 6 o'clock in the morning. He is in camo shorts. I think he's in slippers. I didn't look down too far. I think he was in slippers or sandals or something. He had a camo vest, no shirt underneath. So he's got the guns out, not literally, but the arms out, chest exposed, and had a bucket hat on. I think it was a camel bucket hat. I couldn't really tell from the lighting that he was in, but I know the shirt or the vest and the shorts were camo for sure. And he comes to me, he's like, "Hey, you want this muffin?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, thank you though." And I'm like, what a fucking weird interaction that was. So immediately I'm like, okay, go through the doors and immediately book it to the parking lot because I did not want to see this guy following me in the parking lot, offering me muffins. And I thought that's what it was going to come to. Like, hey, buddy, take this muffin. I'm offering you a muffin. And then it kind of just escalates into a situation. Thank God that didn't happen. I politely said, no, thank you. I appreciate it, though. Thank you for offering. I'm glad you think I like muffins. I'm not really a muffin guy. Maybe the top of the muffin, but like the bottom of the muffin kind of sucks. So I'd rather just like not have the muffin. Yeah, I'm glad the situation kind of ended there and it didn't really, I don't want to say escalate, but like him nagging me to have this fucking muffin. So, yeah, he went back to talk to the guy at the desk. I'm like, thank God. And, yeah, I went through the parking lot. And then, yeah, went home. So that was quite a story that happened. Just a jacked black guy at 6 o'clock in the morning in all camo offering me a muffin. That's not a normal situation. That's a fucking really out there kind of situation, And I was like, God, what the fuck is my life? Like, why do I always get put in these goddamn weird situations? I don't know if the guy at the desk took the muffin, but they seemed to hit it off quite well because he went back to talk to him. And, yeah, it was just really, really weird. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of a funny story. I mean, it wasn't funny in the moment because I'm just like, God damn, where is this situation going? Should I just take the muffin? But if I take the muffin, and, like, my idea would be, oh, take the muffin, then immediately throw it in the trash. But then what if he's like, take a bite of the muffin? What the fuck am I going to do? So, everything kind of turned out well in that situation, thankfully. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be many stories with the crazies, because I'm like a flame, and they're all moths, and they're all attracted to me. They all seem to kind of want to talk to me for some fucking reason. Actually, there was another story that happened. So I talked about my uncle's birthday, right? A little bit of a story with that one, too. A little more serious of a story, though. So it was my uncle's birthday, whatever. I was going to go with my mom. She was going to drive, whatever. And as we're going to the parking lot and we're leaving, we noticed that there's a car beside us to the right, and the people are just kind of chilling in the car. But there's like, I don't know, just the whole situation seemed pretty fucking weird. So, actually, even before that, so we're all leaving the restaurant, the party's done, whatever, we're all walking to the parking lot. One of my uncles is walking to his car, the uncle that it was his birthday, is walking with his family to his car, and me and my mom were kind of parked off to, like, a little side thing, and we're getting in the car, and I tell my mom, like, you'll back up the car. There's really not, like, a lot of room to open up the door. So she backs up. I get into the car, and then we see a lot of movement in the car beside us to the right. They're, like, flailing their arms and shit, and then one of them gets out of the car. It's a man and a woman. The man gets out of the car and is like, you just hit our car. And I'm like, what the fuck? Immediately, I start texting my uncle. I'm like, the one who, it wasn't his birthday. I'm like, I think we got a situation here. There's this person beside us claiming that we hit their car. So I just kind of wanted backup, you know? And my mom starts to freak out on them. Like, no, I didn't hit your fucking car. Like, she just kind of, I love my mom, but, you know, she was just getting very worked up. And I don't want to use the word emotional, but, like, maybe emotional is the right word. I don't know. She just, you know, kind of started. She can't be level-headed. I'll just say that. And me, I'm pretty much as level-headed as they come. I'm pretty calm in high-pressure situations. I'm able to kind of evaluate the whole situation without, like, emotionally making a response. The guy starts accusing my mom of hitting his car, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, just let us go home. And the thing was, I would have heard if there was, like, a scrape or something, because I was behind their car waiting for my mom to back out her car for me to get in. I didn't hear anything. So I really didn't, like, pay it too much attention. But my mom gets out of the car, her and the guy, they go look at his car and her car, and the guy's like, look at this scratch, you did this fucking scratch to my car. And my mom's like, no, that was there already, I didn't do it, blah, blah, blah. They're just going at it, right? And then the guy's wife comes out, and then just starts to become a fucking bitch fest. And my uncle's like, yo, where are you at? And I'm like, hold on a second. So I'm like, I gotta de-escalate this situation, right? I don't know where this is gonna go. They're fucking uppity as shit. So I get out of the car, and immediately things defuse. I don't know if they didn't see me or whatnot, or didn't think I was gonna get involved, but as soon as I got out of the car, things got very, very quiet. I'm not saying I'm a very intimidating guy. I think I have a little bit of an intimidating factor in me, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm some fucking tough guy. So I get out of the car, and I turn on the flashlight on my phone, and I look at where he claims the scrape was, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there is a scrape on your car, but buddy, your fucking car is in shit shape. Like, you got fucking nicks and shit all over your back bumper. And I start to look at my mom's car, and I don't see any marks. And it's like, well, if they didn't make contact, there'd be a mark on your car, and there'd be a mark on her car. And it's like, where's the mark on her car? So the wife goes to me and was like, oh, maybe you hit it when you were getting in. I'm like, bro, we were so far backed up that I did not make any contact. I was not even close to your car when I was getting in the door. I'm like, yeah, that didn't happen. And I said it just like that. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't the case. And she's like, oh, okay. I had a situation the other week, and I immediately stopped listening to her. So I'm pointing the light. I'm trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, where's the damage, you know? And immediately they start to kind of back off. My mom's like, get in the car. And I'm like, okay. So that was pretty much it. We got back in the car. They got back into their car, and you could see them kind of yelling at each other in the car, like the husband and wife. They're like, they fucking hit our car. Like, I know they hit our car. Blah, blah, blah. They were just going at it. And it's like, okay, but where's the fucking damage, you assholes? You have damage on your car, but that could have been there before. There's no damage on my mom's car. So it's like, you know, something doesn't add up. Were they just sitting there waiting to scam somebody? Who knows? Unfortunately, my mom does not have a dash cam in her car. So immediately it's like, okay, you're going to invest in a dash cam for your car, because if they wanted to make a situation out of it, they could have, I'm sure. And if we had the dash cam, we could just be like, hey, we'll roll back the footage for you. And then they'd be like, oh, no. So that kind of put a damper on the mood, because we had a good time at the birthday party, and then to end out on that was kind of shitty. That was a more serious situation, not fun, like the jacked camo dressed muffin man. You know, that's a fun story. The other one wasn't. So, yeah, just a couple of interesting things that happened with me. I did manage to squeeze in a couple things to watch, so I'll just kind of quickly go through them. Not going to spend too much time on this, because there's stuff I want to talk about at the end of the video. Give some updates on what's going to be going on here in a little bit. The three things I watched 2 movies, and I watched a TV show. The first movie I watched, which is probably the worst thing that I watched out of the 3 things, was the new Exorcist movie, Exorcist the Believer. I was actually pretty excited to watch this movie. The trailer looked pretty good, to be honest. It made me pretty interested in checking out the movie, and it seemed like a fun one. 2 possessed little girls Usually you just have one possessed person, but here you got two. And it's like, oh, that kind of is different. And the trailer I thought was pretty creepy and stuff. And it seemed promising. So I had some high expectations going into this, and unfortunately they did not deliver. I thought it was a pretty okay movie. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just very, very okay. I never found it to be scary. It was just kind of there. And actually, speaking about The Exorcist, I've actually never watched any of The Exorcist movies. I want to watch the first one, but it's kind of been ruined for me in the sense of, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, like, those pop-up type scary things. The most popular one is the one of the Exorcist face, the girl from The Exorcist. And then it just, like, blares this high-pitched screaming noise, right? And I've been caught with that a few times. More times than I'd like to admit. And just having that happen to me has fucking, like, ruined me ever wanting to watch The Exorcist. Like, I still want to watch it because people still say that it's, like, one of the scariest movies ever. And it came out in the 70s, so it's like, if it held up that well over so many years, it's got to be a really good movie. But because I constantly see that face every so often, I'll just kind of think of that face or whatever. And it's just like, ooh, sends a shiver down my spine. So I've actually never watched The Exorcist. I think I might do it for, Halloween. I might actually, like, get the balls to actually go through with it and watch it, because I still do kind of want to watch it. But anyways, all that to say, I've never watched any of the Exorcist movies ever. I have watched possessed movies, like people that get possessed, but the actual Exorcist one, I've never watched. And actually, that's one of the things about this movie that I think kind of sucks about it, is like the title, because they try and attach it to the previous exorcism movies. I feel like that kind of hurts the movie, because there's really like one loose connection between the first trilogy. Well, I think there's like 3 or 4 Exorcist movies, but I don't know. I'm just going to call it a trilogy, the first couple movies. So there's like this loose connection between the first set of movies and this movie, but it's not really strong enough to like count this in the Exorcist world, in my opinion. Like, if you wanted to do a fucking Exorcist movie, or like a proper sequel like years later, I think the most common thing would be the chick that was possessed in the first movie. She has a kid later on in life that gets possessed, and, you can kind of work through that. That would kind of be more of an interesting angle. But with here, the 2 girls that get possessed, they're just friends. And even still, they don't seem like very good friends. They're just these 2 girls that went off into the woods. So here's the synopsis for the movie. So there's these 2 girls. The movie really focuses on one. So it's a white girl and a black girl. The movie mainly focuses on the black family. So you've got this single father who is raising his daughter, and they really miss the mom, especially the daughter. So one day, the 2 little girls, they're like, oh, we're going to go into the woods, and we're going to try to speak to the mom. Something. They didn't speak to the mom. But anyways, typical shit. They return. They are acting weird. And turns out they are possessed by the devil or demon. I don't remember. And you've got the father of the black girl. He's not religious. He doesn't really believe in all this. The white family, they're super religious. They're the ones that kind of, more so the mom, starts to bring up, what if our daughters were possessed? They're starting to act very evilish. There's a scene in a church with the white family that is kind of disturbing a little bit. Not really, to be honest. I'm looking back on it now. Yeah, not really. It was okay. It might have been one of the more creepier moments in the movie. But anyways, the mom of the white girl is like, oh, when Jesus was crucified and died, he went to hell and declared war or whatever, and he rose back 3 days later, just like our girls. They went missing for 3 days, and then they came back on the 3rd day. Look at their feet. Their feet are all burned. They were in hell. They were walking in hell. And it's like, okay, that's a pretty crazy connection, lady. But that's interesting that you're thinking like that. And eventually, they start to act more and more possessed. And then eventually, full-blown on possession. I don't think there was any head spinning. I would have liked a nice classic head spin. In the first movie, there's that classic scene of, I want to say her name's Reagan. I believe that's the name of the girl that was possessed in the first movie. She's doing 360s with her head. It might have been just one 360, but when I envision it, it's just like, she's like a Beyblade. She's just spinning around. Unfortunately, the girls didn't do any of that. And, yeah, it is overall really, really bland ass movie. Usually I like to write down the actors in the movie and like either give a shout out or be like, hey, this person's terrible. I didn't write down any of the names, but the dude who played the father for the black girl, he was probably the best part of the movie. Really enjoyed his acting, and he was actually kind of believable. Everyone else I thought was okay. I was really interested to see the girls. I thought the girls did a good job of, you know, the possession aspect. But this was a case where the trailer was definitely way better than what the movie made to be. Or maybe people thought the trailer sucked. I don't know. Me personally, I thought the trailer was pretty good. Good enough to make me want to watch the movie. But yeah, the movie itself, fucking... It sucked. I didn't want to say those words, but it sucked. It wasn't really enjoyable. I can't recommend that one at all. Especially if you're like looking for a good horror movie. Like, oh, it's Halloween. I want to watch some horror movies. Stay away from this one. A good horror movie, actually it's not really a horror movie, it's more of a thriller mystery, is a movie I found on Netflix. It's called I See You. This was one I've been seeing quite a bit on my feed kind of pop up, and the little image that they show of the movie is kind of like this creepy looking creature. So for a while I've been kind of interested in checking it out, and it was finally like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I want to get into the spooky season of Halloween, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this movie. And the first half of this movie sucks ass. Holy shit. It's so slow, it's so boring. Who gives a fuck? Everyone's super unlikable. There were points where I'm like, I gotta turn this shit off. Like, I can't watch this anymore. I stuck it through, though. I made it to the end, and I'm glad that I did. Because, like I said, first half sucked. Second half, fucking awesome. This is a movie I'm not going to talk too much about, because if you are going to watch it, the less you know about it, the better. But the first half sucks, so if you do watch it, the first like 40-45 minutes, slow as hell. You're probably going to be on your phone trying to kill some time. It's not enjoyable. But the second half, there's some twists in there, good storytelling. This is so fucking good. It almost made it worth going through the first half. Almost, I would say, like, I really enjoyed the second half, but the first half is just soul-suckingly boring. Like, holy shit, you feel just a husk of a person. You feel your soul has left your body. You're just pointless, this sucks, whatever. But man, the second half is so fucking good. So, just a little synopsis for this movie. It's a movie about a family that starts to experience some weird stuff happening in the house. And then there's also a subplot of a kid that goes missing. Well, there's a bunch of kids that go missing. And that's really all I'm going to say about the movie. I'm not going to give too much away. Like I said, I'm really going to keep it brief. But the second half of this movie is solid as hell. Really, really enjoyed it. And, yeah, the twists that happen in the movie, I was not expecting it. There's a couple twists, like twist, then twist, then twist again. There might have been 3 or 4 like actual twists. It was good. Highly recommend this one. And then the other thing I watched was a TV show, and this was something I didn't really plan on watching. This was more of like a last minute thing. But the show that I watched was the newest season of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. I haven't watched Power Rangers in almost 20 years. The last season I watched and was really into was Dino Thunder, and that happened in 2004. And then I tried to get into SPD, but that was at like a point where I just felt like I was too old for Power Rangers, and just, you know, I couldn't watch it anymore. It was just kind of like childish garbage. And then ever since SPD, there's been a bunch of seasons, and like I've kind of kept up with them in like a very, very light sense. Just one of the things I like to know about each season is like the color of the team. I know that sounds so fucking goofy and weird, but I like a good color scheme and like suit design. That's usually what I look for. With this one that was coming out with Cosmic Fury, it was kind of being built up quite a bit to me as like the final season of Power Rangers, because what the plan is as of right now, Hasbro, who owns the Power Rangers brand, wants to basically reboot Power Rangers. And the one thing that they really want to do is they want to stray away from like the Japanese stuff, because in case you're not familiar with Power Rangers, when it's all in-suit stuff, like they're in the suits, they're in the Megazords, that's usually footage that they've taken from the Japanese Sentai show and brought it over to America. and then they splice it in with like stuff that they film in North America with like their characters and stuff. But for the most part, they use a lot of this stuff from Japan: suits, monsters, megazords, weapons, all that kind of stuff. And with Hasbro, they're like, we don't want to do that anymore. We want to make our own stuff, our own original stuff. So this season was basically like the end of the Power Rangers. It was kind of like a swan song. And that's how it was kind of put to me, where it's like, this might be the end of the Power Rangers. Who knows if Hasbro even reboots it or what they do after with the brand, but as of right now, this is going to be the last season for the foreseeable future. And I was like, oh man, that's kind of interesting. You know, that kind of it piqued my interest. And then the thing that really made me want to watch the show was, it's going to be on Netflix and it's only 10 episodes. And I was like, damn, on Netflix for 10 episodes, I can binge everything in like a day. An episode of Power Rangers is usually like 22, 23 minutes long, 10 episode. To me, it was like, oh man, that sounds pretty bingeable. I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty awesome. I knew there was going to be some returning characters, specifically Billy from the original Power Ranger season. He's the original Blue Ranger. He was going to be making an appearance. So I was like, man, there's probably going to be some more stuff, you know, because this is the final season. They might treat it like really, really special. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch this show. You can't go wrong with 10 episodes. Usually with Power Rangers, the season is like 20, actually it's probably like 32. I think it's 32 episodes for a season. So it's quite a bit. There's a lot of filler. But for 10 episodes, I'm like, man, that's a really streamlined story. Doesn't seem like there's going to be too much filler. It's going to be like action story, action story. You know what? I'm going to check it out. And I gotta be honest, I actually really enjoyed what I watched. I liked the story, I liked the stakes. One thing I was kind of worried about going into it is the season, it's called Cosmic Fury, but it's branching off from the Dino Fury season, which had 2 seasons, I believe. I think it was 2, definitely 1. So this is technically their 3rd season with the same cast, which is like kind of groundbreaking because they haven't done that since the original series, MMPR. So that was pretty cool that they kind of, you know, held on to this team and, you know, had them get elevated and get new powers. It was kind of like when, you know, the MMPR Rangers became the Zeo team, where they got these new powers and Zords and stuff. It was really cool. There was a lot of similarities between, you know, this team and the first season, or the original season, MMPR. And like I was saying, I was kind of worried about joining this season, like, you know, this is technically their 3rd season. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to know any of the characters and stuff. But I thought they did a good job of kind of addressing it, and like, you're not missing too much. There were a couple points during the, I'll just say, season that I felt like, oh, you know, I don't know this person, or I might not know this connection to this character. But for the most part, I felt like even though I didn't watch the first 2 Dino Fury seasons, I was fine going into this one, like completely new. And I just really liked it. Honestly, I really liked it. I really liked it as like a finale, if it is the finale. Well, I'm going to call it a finale of at least the main continuation of Power Rangers. What they do after this, who knows? But I loved the story, the end of the universe situation. I thought it made everything feel epic, like it was an actual battle, like something was actually on the line, where like typically most seasons that I've watched in Power Rangers, like the last few episodes, the fucking main villain just gets absolutely unhinged, and then it's kind of like, you know, battle to save the Earth. And with this one, it was like more than a battle to save Earth. Like, Earth was definitely on the line, but it was more like the universe, you know, planets. That was actually another thing I really liked, the settings, with it being called, you know, Cosmic Fury, space travel and stuff. I thought they actually did that pretty well. They went to a bunch of different planets, which I thought was pretty cool. Some callbacks from previous seasons. Really enjoyed that part. I wish there was more callbacks, like with this being the finale and, like I said, the end of an era. There wasn't really too many callbacks that I thought there were going to be. I can probably count on one hand all the different callbacks. Like, in terms of returning characters, there was only 3 that I can think of. Yeah, I think it was only 3. So, like, that was kind of disappointing. I would have liked to have seen more, or not even more, but just an appearance from, like, the cast from the Once and Always special that happened on Netflix earlier this year. I would have liked for them to have made some sort of appearance, whether it would have been, like just more than Billy. You know, maybe have Zach and the new Yellow Ranger, Rocky, Kat, Adam, Aisha. Like, I'm not saying they gotta suit up. They can just appear on, like, a prompt, like, on a screen, like, all right, we've got this planet under control. You guys keep up the good fight. You know, just something brief like that. And there really wasn't that. There was Billy, who actually played more of a role than I thought he was going to. He stuck around for quite a bit. Like, out of the 10 episodes, I would say he's in at least 7 or 8 of them. Now, he might not have the most significant role in all those episodes, but he's still making an appearance. And then you've got some guy who's part of the Ninja Steel season, who I'm not familiar with, but he became the Red Ranger during the Cosmic Fury season. That was pretty cool. And then the one that I was really looking forward to was the Dark Ranger from Dino Charge, Heckle. I'm not familiar with the Dino Charge season, but I remember reading about that character and that suit in the Beyond the Grid story in the comics, and I was like, damn, that is a cool looking suit. And I did more research on it, and it was a suit that they had in the Dino Charge season. It appeared in the Japanese show, but they never incorporated it into the Dino Charge season, which was unfortunate. And this was just a really cool way for them to kind of pay that off and kind of acknowledge that character, so that was pretty cool. I'm just reading my notes here of what else I liked. I liked the fight scenes, and I thought the effects were pretty good. It's definitely a step up from, you know, when I used to watch Power Rangers. Just, you know, some of those effects were very dated, and watching Power Rangers now with, like, the new technology and effects that they can do, it was pretty cool. I liked the team. That was a big thing for me, was, am I going to like this team of Rangers? And I thought they were all pretty likable. I also liked the weird color scheme of the team. I thought it was really obscure. You had red, blue, black, green, gold, beige, and then orange. Very, very weird. We had our first official Orange Ranger, though. That was pretty cool. And I guess our first official Beige Ranger, even though he wasn't called the Beige Ranger, he was called the, oh, fuck, I forgot what it was called, but Zato, that was the name of the character. He became this specialized ranger, and he was actually the original Red Ranger, like when they were doing the Dino Fury season, so he ended up getting, you know, a change in powers, so the Red Ranger role had to be filled, and that was filled by the former Dino Fury Pink Ranger. She ends up getting promoted to the Red Ranger, and I liked the way that they did that, where it was like, oh, you know, we feel like something has, like, come upon you where you can take on this role of leadership. I thought that was a really cool thing. And they had, like, their first official, like, leader for the Red Ranger. I think there was a female Red Ranger in, is it Samurai? Possibly. I know there was a female Red Ranger there. I don't know if she was, like, the main leader or something. But at least with this season, she was pretty much the Red Ranger from the jump. I didn't like the suits at first, like when they first announced that they're doing the Dino Fury or the Cosmic Fury season, and they're basically taking the suits from Dino Fury and then kind of adjusting them. At first, I thought they were fucking ugly and hideous, and I still do feel that way for the most part, but after a while, the suits did grow on me. I think they are probably some of the worst Power Ranger suits ever, if I gotta be honest. I thought they were that bad. I really liked the weapons, though. I thought everyone's weapon was pretty cool, especially the Black Ranger's, his little hammer guitar thing. That was cool. But yeah, the suit design was really just kind of lame. Another thing I liked about this season, this is going to be kind of a weird one to say, I liked that there was more than 2 female Rangers, where typically with seasons you have 1 or 2 girls on the team, you know, usually like a Pink or Yellow Ranger type thing. But in this season, they actually had 3 girls on a team, which I thought was pretty cool, kind of balance it out with the guys. I know that sounds weird, but I kind of like that aspect. Just going back to the team really quick, I thought they were all pretty good. I enjoyed the team aspect for them. Like, they actually felt like friends and they actually cared and loved each other. I liked how interconnected they were. You have, like, the Gold Ranger and the Beige Ranger. They're, like, best friends, right? Almost it almost got to a point where it's like, are they secretly gay? If so, that's not a problem, but I was always kind of thinking in the back of my head, like, man, this Gold Ranger really loves this Beige Ranger. A little too much. And speaking of gay, they actually have a gay couple on the team, the Orange Ranger and the Green Ranger. They're girlfriend and girlfriend, which is the first, like, LGBTQ representation in Power Rangers. That's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, so the Red Ranger, the new Red Ranger, the female, and the Blue Ranger, their boyfriend-girlfriend. You have the Green Ranger and Black Ranger. They are brother and sister. Everyone has a relationship with each other, which I thought was pretty cool. And then obviously they're all friends at the end of the day. I like that. Out of all the characters, I would definitely say the Black Ranger and the Gold Ranger were probably my favorites. I just thought they were kind of fun characters, especially the Gold Ranger. He had probably one of my favorite lines in the whole season because he's an alien who's like thousands of years old. Billy's fighting with them and he's like, oh man, look at that young guy go, you know? And Billy's like this seasoned ranger. It was just a really funny moment. And speaking of funny, I thought the season had a good blend of funny and like dark stuff. Almost too dark of stuff, like way darker themes than I thought they would ever have in Power Rangers. This is kind of a spoiler to a certain degree. Like, it's not going to ruin your viewing experience by me talking about this, but the Black Ranger actually loses his arm. Like, just gone, just disappears. It doesn't get cut off or anything. There's a little moment where he unlocks the new Zords that they're going to use, this like ancient power, and then there's like this bolt of electricity, and then he loses his right arm, I believe. And you would think by the end of the season, it's like, okay, you know, once everything is kind of under control and everything's back to normal, he'll get his arm again. He actually never gets his arm again. He gets a prosthetic robotic arm. He just kind of learns to live with it. But yeah, that's kind of dark, you know, someone losing an arm. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing I liked was the addition of Lord Zed. I thought he was a fun character to bring back. I actually enjoyed his involvement quite a bit. I enjoyed his special new form that he got in the, I think it was the second to last episode. He gets a big power boost. And that form looks completely awesome. I would love to get a figure of that someday. Honestly, I would love to get a figure of almost everything in the show, like the new suits, the villains. I thought they were really cool. That's another thing I really enjoyed. Let me just finish off with Lord Zed real quick. I loved seeing him come back. I loved the Blue Ranger being evil. And he was evil for way longer than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was just going to be brainwashed for a little bit. But he gets brainwashed in, I think, episode 1 or 2. And he stays evil till the end of episode 8. Like episode 9, he turns back into a good guy. And for, you know, a 10-episode season, that's quite long. So they didn't have a Blue Ranger for quite some time. But I actually liked like his relationship with Lord Zed. Like Lord Zed was like a mentor to him, teaching him how to be evil. I thought that was cool. I thought his evil suit that he got later on was really epic looking. Like it was probably the best suit that they did that whole season. It was fucking sick. Speaking of villains, I thought they were all cool. They had a bit of a squid theme. Not a bit of a squid theme. They had a heavy squid theme. I don't think any of those villains carried over from Dino Fury. I could be wrong. I think they were all new for Cosmic Fury. But I thought they were all fun and cool. Like, I think her name's Bajillionaire or something like that. She was like another main villain, like kind of on the level of Lord Zed. And then she has a pretty annoying daughter who like loves to do TikToks. I thought that was kind of weird, but basically they were like this company who has investments and, you know, they make money off like war and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked all the monsters too. Like they were just, like when you think of Power Rangers, you think of like, oh, every episode there's a new monster and stuff. And there really wasn't that. Like they would have monsters being brought in as like mercenaries and stuff. And I thought there were some cool designs, but I just like the way that they did the villains, like the monsters this season. I thought it was a refreshing take. And yeah, I'm sure there's other things that I'm missing, but yeah, I really enjoyed this season. I thought it was a good send-off. Like I said, the only thing I would have liked more was a few other callbacks to other teams. With it being the finale, I would have liked to have seen that, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I will say by the end of the season, the 10 episodes, it felt kind of short. I was like, oh, maybe, you know, I would have liked maybe 12 episodes, you know, maybe squeeze in 2 more. Like, I just wanted to see more of this world and these characters and stuff. Another thing I really enjoyed, and this will be the last thing I talk about, is in the last episode, it's revealed, like, the big plan to destroy the world is a really big callback to a previous season. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. It's the reverse of what they did fucking 25 years ago. So I really enjoyed that callback. But yeah, I can't say enough good things. I actually really enjoyed myself. I can't recommend it because it's not really something that I know is accessible for most people. Like, most people are not gonna be like, I'm gonna watch that. And it's like, you got to be a fan of the Power Rangers and have, I would say, if you ever watched the season, which you most likely have, I would say at one point or another, everyone grew up watching it. You know, it's like wrestling. It's like you go through a phase. You're gonna have a wrestling phase, you're gonna have a Power Ranger phase, so you probably watched the season already. And I would say if you did, I would say check out this season. It's pretty fun. And otherwise, if you've never watched Power Rangers, you're not gonna care about this, which I completely understand. So yeah, really enjoyed myself, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved the way it ended. Even if how it ended was still kind of open-ended, where they did a tease of another character, and I didn't even notice it at first until they kind of, you know, explained it at the end of the episode where Billy said who that character might have been. I was like, holy shit, you're right. I didn't even catch it at first. So, yeah, they still kind of left it open-ended to potentially continue on and explore some of those things. But at the same time, if it is the finale in the end and they want to move on, I think it was a nice cap to an era, the end of an era. That's the best way I can kind of put it. So yeah, enjoyed myself quite a bit. Maybe too short, you know, like I said, maybe 12 episodes would have been like perfect, 12. But I thought 10 was pretty solid. And I think that's good, you know, if by the end of it, it's like, oh man, I wish I had more. And yeah, so those are all the things that I watched for this episode. It was good. I enjoyed most of the stuff that I watched. So that is going to be it for me in this episode of Gangsta Plays. Hope you guys enjoyed Choo-Choo Charles. I thought it was an interesting game. I like the idea of it. I didn't find it scary at all. I felt my game kind of run like shit, but I don't know if that was like the game or my computer or whatnot, but it wasn't as smooth as I would have liked. I paid full price for it just because I really wanted to play it and do it for an episode, but I would say if you see it on sale, check it out. I don't think it's worth the full price that it's going for, at least in my opinion. I don't feel like I got my money's worth. I got most of my money's worth, but I didn't get all of it. You know, there doesn't seem to be any replay value. You play it once, you know, you kill Charles, whatever the case may be, you kind of move on. It just kind of seems like a one and done type game, so can't really recommend it for full price, but I did enjoy myself. So that is going to be it for me in this episode of Gangsta Plays. Like I mentioned, I do have some stuff that I want to talk about. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be off for a week. I am going to be cramming in as much recording as I can. As you're watching this video, there is more to come. Hopefully I can get it out at a consistent pace, but the plan is just record. And what I plan on recording is obviously the other 3 episodes of Gangsta Plays, the horror games. Gonna get that done quite soon. And then I know I'm late on my figure video. I have not had a chance to really edit it, but hopefully that'll be out in the next few days. And then the big one is Spider-Man 2. As you're watching this, it has come out. And honestly, I thought it was coming out on the 25th. I had it in my head. I'm like, okay, Spider-Man coming out October 25th. I'm so ready for it. And then I kept seeing stuff about it, and then it was like the 20th, and I was like, what? So yeah, I'm gonna be a little late to the party on the Spider-Man train, but I will definitely be playing Spider-Man 2. That is like at the top of my list right now. I definitely want to check it out. It seems like a lot of fun. I've seen a bunch of gameplay, or not gameplay, but like all the cutscenes and stuff that they've released, and I'm as hyped as I can be for it, so I'm pretty excited about that. So you will be seeing that shortly. Maybe even before this. I don't know when this is going to go up. I don't know if you'll be seeing Spider-Man before this or after this, or I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to structure the uploads, but I will be doing Spider-Man 2. So yeah, those are a couple things that you can expect from me. Just to recap, the other episodes, Gangster Plays, the other 3 horror games, my figure video, and Spider-Man 2. And I haven't forgot about South Park and, Gotham Knights. Well, I've kind of forgotten about Gotham Knights, but not South Park. I do want to go back to South Park and record that. That is still on my list too, but, Spider-Man will definitely probably take priority over some of those things. So look forward to that. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. But I'll catch you guys next time with episode 324 of Gangsta Plays and the second horror game. So look forward to that. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep up with everything that's going on the channel. And I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, guys, peace out.